If you're in the Linux community, then you know that the main selling point of Linux is to stay away from proprietary software and having spyware hard-coded into your OS. But now, what if we were able to take things a step further? What if we could have end-to-end encryption on all of our data? What if we were able to stay hidden and anonymous from almost everything and anyone? Alright, so here we're at the Tails welcome screen, and as you can see down here, we can add additional settings if we feel like we need to. So if we click on this, we can add the administration password, the MAC address anonymization, in offline mode, the unsafe browser, and a network connection. Now I'm not going to add any of that since I'm just showing you guys, but after you've added the settings that you want, you can go ahead and start Tails. Alright, so once you fully boot up into Tails, you'll see a Tor connection screen, and you can configure this how you need to. But we don't really need this right now. So firstly, we're going to walk through the applications that come pre-installed. Obviously the Tor browser, the Tor connection, things like the Thunderbird, which is an email platform, which I personally really like. KeePassXC, which is a password manager that I also really like. It looks like it runs off of GNOME, which isn't too bad, I guess. Comes with the text editor. It's pretty nice. Let's see. They have GIMP, Inkscape, an image viewer. Nice. They have an Electrum Bitcoin wallet, which is also pretty good, especially if you want to keep everything private. And down here, which I thought was pretty interesting, is the unsafe browser, which you can enable in the welcome screen. It's basically like your average browser, but without all of the protection. What else do we have? We have Audacity, which is nice. The Synaptic package manager, always good to have. Let's see. Anything else? Dasher. And in the utilities, it looks like they have a lot of useful stuff actually. So in terms of bloatware, this doesn't really come with anything extra that you won't use. Well, maybe the graphical stuff. But even then, everything looks like it's necessary. And you have a navigation tab. Always nice. And as for the desktop, as I said earlier, it runs off of a version of GNOME. So if you're into GNOME, this will probably be for you. But yeah, other than that, that's pretty much Tails OS for you. Now in terms of security, as you can see, the Tor browser is a really big part of Tails OS. And basically what the Tor browser does is it encrypts all of your search data, so hackers can't sniff out what you're searching. Things like Thunderbird have fairly good security, so any emails you send should be encrypted. KeePassXC stores your passwords and emails in a database, which is always nice. So yeah, other than that, that's pretty much it. Now, would I recommend Tails OS as a daily driver? Well, most likely not. I mean, there are a lot of things here that you could use on a daily basis, but I feel like it isn't practical for an everyday use. But if you want to get onto sites that you want to have more of a private access to, then this is definitely a good operating system for you. But as I said, I wouldn't use it as a daily driver.